Hey Capricorn, how's it going? Thank you so much for checking out my channel here at Reflexive Moon Tarot. My name is Sarah and we are doing new moon readings for the Capricorn new moon. And the basic gist of new moon energy is usually that the moon it's like lights out for the moon, so brief lights out for us, which means energy might be feeling a little bit lower than normal. But it's a good time to renew the lunar cycle, obviously. It marks that moment for us. And our space, we can renew and refresh our space. Positive aspects of Cancer that we may want to try and manifest for the new month are nurturing, the capacity to be nurturing, the capacity to be compassionate and intuitive. Now, negative challenges that Cancer may bring our way are being overly sensitive, moody, and clingy or overprotective. Those two can sort of go hand in hand on some level. So let's see what the cards have to say. I got a nice new deck. I'm excited, showing it off a little bit. The Zammer Twins Oracle from Deviant Moon. And the artwork is amazing. The cards are interesting. So we're gonna check them out a little bit and learn about this deck a little bit more. Ooh, so we have Redemption. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom is all I ever have. Redemption song. So emancipate yourself from mental slavery. There's so many ways that looks, but then there's also ways in which people are still subjected to oppression, forms of slavery, forms of dispossession, whether it be through like the culture, the atmosphere, society, and then also even through policy, things that just overlook inclusivity, and also even racist policy, like that literally kills people. So don't forget that we're in this together. United we stand. But Redemption, it's such a beautiful card too. Just like bursting out of this. It almost looks like a rebirth. It's very, what's the word for phallic when it comes to the feminine embodiment? It looks like a vulva. There's no other way of putting it. But it's rebirth, rejuvenation, freedom, being freed from the belly of the beast or the back of the beast. And also spiritual atonement. So making up or just receiving some type of redemption for your past sins and for mistakes that you've made. You may feel very remorseful for a mistake that you made, and you want forgiveness from our Creator, from our source, and you want maybe Creator to take pity on you and to understand. Creator always does, we have to be humble, and we know this, man. It speaks to a new day with amazing, new, and bright opportunities, right? Let's see what Miss Mildred has to say. Ooh, we have the wall. Another brick in the wall. Hey, teacher, leave those kids alone. Maybe there's someone you're not really leaving alone, though. Something that you don't want to leave alone, or you didn't leave somebody alone who had set a boundary. I want to look into this, though. I would say the wall speaks of boundaries, but it also speaks of like barriers that are blocking you from forward movement. 27 might be a significant number for you. It could be like the day that you're born or just a favorite number. 2 and 7 is 9, which is very Venus, associated with Venus. But yes, obstacles, separation, could also be protection, but it came through reverse. So I would say maybe you're feeling like you're not protected, or you want to protect somebody, but you don't have the capacity to do so. And your boundaries might be off. So you might be up in people's business when you have no business. Quit it. Your choice though, not mine. Okay, let's see what the tarot's gotta say for the Capricornians. Capricornian, it sounds so distinguished, dignified, like cornucopia. It's big. All right. Anxiety is not something that you're dealing with right now. You might be worried that it's going to come back to haunt you a little bit. Nightmares. But you also could be dreaming of a time where, you know, your anxiety is uplifted and you no longer have nightmares. There's just something that you might also be afraid of getting stolen or losing. You might lose out on something. Might not be worried about it either. There could be a pet involved, or like this little demon you got under control, and maybe you're focusing on a pet. You got a little pet that's grounding you, keeping you focused and nurturing a little creature. You know, finding that little, keeping that little glimmer of love in your heart alive for a creature. So, like poverty mentality, like there's money problems, or you're just hoarding a mindset. Your mindset is a bit hoardy. And not in like an investing kind of way. It's just like continuing to accumulate in a way that isn't ethical, perhaps. But this could also be like nobody's sucking your energy that you think is. You don't have to worry about it anymore. There's nobody taking your energy. You were just being paranoid, perhaps. Things are good. Things look like they are going great. Everything's great. Everything's fine. Everything's great and fine and fine. Sometimes I get, I forget what reversed and upright means. Like I know the gist of the card, but I can't figure out which one it is. So I'm just looking up this 4 of Pentacles. If you'll bear with me for a moment, Capricorn. Let's keep it accurate. Let's do the work of making sure that we have a full-on understanding of this card. Oh yeah, this backwards book here. It's a Wheatingu book. Okay, so we got all right. So interestingly, this could be reckless spending. You might be losing money or experiencing, like, or just like it speaks to a need of increasing your ability to be more financially literate. So having a good knowledge of money, learning about money and how to save it. Like Capricorns are really good at making money, very hard workers. They put a lot of work into stuffs. They put their all into it. And making sure that you know how to, like, manifesting coins You need to know how to keep them. I mean, I need to take my own advice, trust me. But this seems specific, like you need to learn better. Because it's like you're making money, but you're not investing it. It's like paycheck to paycheck still. And it's making you unhappy to a point. Like you're unhappy, but you don't really want to cut your losses because you still kind of depend on this income. So you're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's why you're walking in the city with a hard face. Seems I'm afraid of being afraid. Man, I wanted to see that guy in concert last year, and then I couldn't go. Oh well. Next time. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. So you're very confident. Your ideas are amazing, and you have the ability to manifest, and in very versatile ways. Ways that work for you, ways that, you know, you work it, and it's valid 100%. Whatever you're good at doing, make money and do it. And you have hopes for something different. And despite not really being financially literate at this time, you're not stuck in a true state of poverty like you have. And your attitude is good. Like you want to stay out of it. You're just kind of like walking the line though, maybe. Maybe just your situation might be a little bit precarious. You don't have like long-term planning involved in what it is that you're doing. So I would say that it's really important to make sure that you know when to ask for help. And this like recovery period that you go through with your attitude, like you want to deal with your debts, you want to be able to help your family, you want to like you're accepting even too that like you've come a long way and that you're never going to go back to like the worst times that you've been in. Like you know that is like at least where you're at right now is solid on some level. So it's like you made it out, but there's still room for improvement. And you have hope. And you have amazing capacity mentally for manifesting sustainable give and take, like where you're able to receive and give back in a way that is reciprocal, like almost like the temperance energy as well. And you have amazing knowledge that you've inherited. You have your ancestors at your back. You know how to be consistent. Like it's all there for you. And the way that people see you is that you're emotionally present. You might not be committed, or other people, like there might be somebody in your environment, like this person, this individual recognizes you, and it's a blessing to have a Knight of Cups in your life. They'll take you for an awesome ride. They may not commit, or you may not want to commit to them for their lack of focus and energy output that is in alignment. So I would say that maybe people could be seeing you that way too. Like you could be overly emotional or not emotional enough, or like your emotions are just not, like they might be a little bit all over the place, which is why you're experiencing a certain level of loss or missing out on opportunities on account of people seeing that you require direction still. Like there's a lack of independence emotionally. It doesn't mean that everything else isn't great. It just means emotionally you could use some more nurturing type of energy. And nurturing energy requires a person to be more compassionate or empathize. Yeah, compassion and empathy. So like a little bit more zen. Have a more zen approach where you sometimes even like it's hard to fake it. It's hard to fake it, but yeah, that could be it, is that you are trying, but you can't fake something that isn't real for you. So if you think about all the people that you want to be present for as this queen, which is who you are, actualizing people's goals and helping them manifest. You can't pick and choose who that is if these people are supporting you and subscribing to your reign as a queen. Yep. Because if you're going to be, like, you don't want to be a shitty spiritual leader. Which is so interesting how this is coming through. It's not going to work out for you if you're afraid of consistency, if you're afraid of commitment, of marriage. Like, you're just going to manifest a marriage that isn't good. So don't be afraid of it. You gotta boss up. Like, you got this Queen of Wands energy. This reading says, like, it's not good, but at least it's not bad, which is so mediocre. So anyways, you're going to come to a place where you realize that you're ready for whatever comes your way, like ninja ready, like warrior ready, Gemini energy that's got you prepared for the unknown and content with who you are and all of the skills that you've developed so far. But again, like, this wish fulfillment and legacy building, it's like it's not, you haven't reached that yet, and it might be very frustrating for you because you could have put in some time already. But setting some new intentions to break free from whatever barriers, because we do have this wall, whatever barriers, and to just stick to being okay with like counting your blessings, first of all. This redeemed state of like a clean slate almost, despite there being some barriers to your progress. You just need to set some intentions, like channel your inner magician and have it be for the benefit of yourself and your future and those who you are responsible for. Thinking about all of creation and all things that are good and wholesome and connected to you, manifesting happiness and legacy building on that level, health, wealth, and happiness, you'll rock that shit. You'll rock it 100%. So thank you so much, Capricorn. Appreciate all the love and support and the likes and follows, and we will catch you next time. Take care and bye for now.